Hello and welcome to Driver's Therapy. In today's video we have a special guest, Elise.
Hello.
And we have her 2010 Hyundai Genesis Sedan. Now, if you guys don't know Elise, she is half of Driver's Therapy and she is my partner as well. So, Elise, tell me about this Genesis. How long have you had the Genesis for?
I've had it for just over 3 years.
Nice, nice. Now, is this your first Hyundai?
No, I actually had an Elantra back in college and then a Santa Fe after that.
What year Santa Fe?
It was a 2004 Santa Fe.
Nice. Well, guys, that Santa Fe was actually a really good vehicle. We took it everywhere. I got stuck in sand one time.
Yes,
yeah.
Outer Banks.
Yes, but it never failed us. We used to call it
Blue.
So Elise, Genesis. Now I know you guys out there know what a Hyundai is, but Genesis is a little different, right? What is the Genesis name?
So Hyundai's always been known for having a good economical car. And then in the late 2000s, they started to push into that luxury market. So this is actually one of the very earliest models of Hyundai trying to take that step into a really competitive segment of the automotive world.
Wow, and that was what, in the year of
2009.
2009.
Right.
So in 2009, they decided to take that big leap of faith into a very hard world, the luxury world, right? How did you run into this Genesis?
Well, at the time we were actually at a Subaru dealership and we were looking at some vehicles there. And across the lot we spotted this and it was just so clean and beautiful. And it was a Hyundai. So we actually went over and looked at it. It had been traded in from a previous owner, single owner. And we took it for a test drive. We loved it. Just made sure it was, a good year and everything like that. Learned a little bit about this history and then bought it.
So were you at a Subaru dealership to buy a Subaru?
Originally, yes.
Which one?
We were going to look at the Outbacks.
Okay,
yeah,
the
and
Outback.
then this happened.
And then this happened. Well, you walk into Supra and you come out with a Hyundai. So tell me what you enjoy most about the car, because this is your daily driver. This is what you drive to work, and tell me what you love about the Genesis. And I forgot
her name.
Her name. What is her name?
So her name is Fancy because she is a fancy vehicle. And, I just love that she's reliable, she's comfortable. The heated seats, especially now that we're in Colorado, really, they get hot, they get good hot, not danger hot, but really nice, really hot. Everything is in there. It's very easy as far as access. Everything's push button. Both the front seats are electrical. As far as, adjustments, she's got good space. Sound is really good too, in terms of audio quality. So, she's just a great car to just take around and do what you need to do.
So before then, you had an Elantra.
Yes.
And then you had a Santa Fe.
Yes.
And since this is considered a luxury car, what would you say that this car brings into that segment? What makes it luxurious?
I would say it's definitely more comfortable. Definitely all the details are more thought out. There's some wood style paneling and such inside, two-tone. The leather, the other vehicles I had, I believe, were both cloth. So it's just really taking everything up a couple notches to really make the driver and the passengers feel that, this is just an enjoyable ride. The Santa Fe was definitely an SUV. It was built to do things, a light SUV. I threw all sorts of stuff in the back of that. Stuff got spilled. It was crazy. I don't want to do that to this car. This car is happy how it is, and I want to keep it nice and clean. And
another thing, too, that I've noticed about the Genesis is that you got to think about it, guys. Doug Jamuro has a video, and I love Doug. And he says the best bang for the buck as far as a luxury car is actually a Hyundai, but it's not this Hyundai Genesis. It's the Hyundai Equus or anything like that. Apparently, it has massage seats in the back, and it was meant to compare with the highest end Lexus or whatever. But the Genesis is right underneath that, and they were really gunning for trying to present a potential buyer like a Mercedes or Audi feel, but at a very lower cost point. And you got to think about it. It's almost they knew that people would try to rip them apart, but they did a pretty good job, right?
They definitely did.
I thought it was sometimes we have F-22s that fly here, but that was a commercial jet. Ugh. So they did a great job. That's awesome. Now, do you have anything done? You know, here at Driver's Therapy, we got to ask, you got any modifications done?
I have a K&N air filter.
Oh, yeah. Now, did you put the sticker on or not?
I did not put the sticker on. We did actually put the sticker on the Santa Fe though when he got a K&N air filter.
Now, as far as not only that, but you also service and clean the air filter.
Yes.
And recently, Elise just completed doing her own oil change. And what else did you do to the car yourself?
I've also changed out the front brake rotors.
Yeah.
Mostly by myself. I needed a little extra power at a couple points. Not quite strong enough sometimes.
So you really enjoyed it. Now, has this Hyundai Genesis given you any issues?
No.
So let's, guys.
No.
Any issues in the 3.5 years?
No.
That's
no issues.
Awesome. And you've driven it short distance and a long trip, right?
Yes.
What's the farthest you've driven?
From Florida to Colorado.
And how did it do?
Did just fine. No complaints. It was comfortable the whole way. I mean, that right there, staying comfortable in a car for a 3-day cross-country road trip, it's a pretty big deal.
Guys, this car is really comfortable. Okay, Elise, so tell me, what type of engine does Fancy have?
She has a 3.8 V6 engine.
Nice. Now, is that the only configuration that they came in?
No, they also came in a 4.6 V8.
And that one, guys, apparently had about how much horsepower? About 400
almost? Yeah, like 380 something.
Yeah, and how much horsepower does this one have?
311.
311.
Yeah.
Now, it's kind of a heavy car, but it's enough, right?
It is. She can go if you want her to go.
Yeah, and I've driven it, and I drive it all the time, and it goes. But the 4.6 was like a V8 was apparently pretty quick. And now what kind of features could you get in this sedan? Like, so this is the base model. You have heated seats, power seats and stuff. So what other options do you think the 4.6 had?
I think it also came with like a sunroof. I think you could also get the cooled seats, memory positioning for the seats. I think it might have also had the navigation unit. This is just a nice little display for the infotainment, but it's just more entertainment from this one. So just a few upgrades on that.
So it was Honda's like option list that you would find like in a Mercedes or Lexus pretty much. But this is the base model. And so when you went to a dealership and you were looking at this awesome car, you know, like you'd see this car and you'd think it's pretty expensive. But how much did you end up walking away with it at the dealership?
I ended up walking away for $8,500 with 70,000 miles from a single owner. And it was obviously garage kept and not run too hard by that owner. So
now I was there, guys. It was literally in mint condition. Like leather didn't have a single crease. Like just the body. I mean, still the car is just in great shape. And we were just like, it drives amazing, and this thing's just amazing. And we're like, well, it's kind of a bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took it.
Yeah, we did.
Don't regret it.
No, that's awesome. So, I mean, that is awesome. So, I mean, is there any other things that you plan to do to it in the future?
You know, we've talked about giving it a bit of a paint correction and ceramic coat at some point. Might do something like that just to keep her staying fancy as we go forward.
Should we tell them what we're actually going to do, though?
We could.
Well, guys, I'm going to buy all the stuff, and I'm going to try to do it myself. So
watch for those videos in the
Yes.
future. Not quite yet, but
could be good or this could be bad, but yeah, I'm gonna try that. Oh, I forgot. You also have that quite fancy tint on it.
oh, I do have some very nice tint.
Yeah, apparently it's like the Super Luminix or something like that. Luminar, I don't know.
Got that done in Florida right away.
Yes,
so
yes.
it's been good.
I don't know how you could drive without tint. If you guys don't have tint, I highly recommend it. All right, guys. Well, it's about 20 degrees out here. It's sunny, but it's cold. But thank you, Elise, for coming out and showing your awesome Genesis, aka Fancy. We love it. And here at Driver's Therapy, no matter what you drive, a Lamborghini, a Prius, anything, doesn't matter. We know that there's a love for cars. And that's what here at Driver Therapies we love. We love driving and we love our cars. So thank you for watching. We're going to get in those
Heated seats.
and you guys stay warm. And if we don't talk to you before Christmas, you guys have a Merry Christmas. And thanks again.